All right, let's face it, most couples argue, believe it or not, and wading through the waters of conflict may seem overwhelming at times.
Yes, but longtime married couple and marriage counselors Linda and Charlie Bloom are offering some sage advice. Their new book, An End to Arguing, hit shelves tomorrow. And this morning, the Blooms are joining us live this morning. Good morning to both of you. Thank you for joining us here in Memphis. Let's start with 50 years of marriage that you guys are bringing into this book. Linda, we'll start with you. How much of your marriage is in this book?
Well, we speak personally because that's where we've learned about the secrets of successful relationship, is in the trenches of our own relationship. Of course, we've been working with couples for decades, so we pull a lot on the couples that we've seen for counseling and in our workshops. But a lot of it we've learned just from observing our own relationship and what unskilled choices we made back in the day and how we're making better choices these days.
So, Charlie, what are some of the common denominators of conflict that most couples deal with that could be potentially avoidable?
Okay. Well, I would say at the top of the list is money. It's not necessarily the highest one, but it's a very common one. Child rearing practices, if there are kids involved, is very common. Not surprisingly, since we all come from families with their own unique set of values and methods of discipline, and so it's natural that we're going to have differences there. In-laws. The old joke about the mother-in-laws, well, it's not just that, but it's any relatives actually that come from the family that represent different perspectives. You know, there's quite a few popular ones, but basically what we try to do in the book is we try to identify what are the common issues and the common ways and mistakes that people make when they try to resolve differences that apply to all of these different conflicts. And when you really learn some of the basic means of managing and preventing and recovering from conflict difficulties, then you can apply them to any kind of a relationship. And that's why the subtitle of our book is 101 lessons, valuable lessons for all relationships.
That's exactly what I was thinking, that many people can actually relate to this, not even just in marriage, but in relationship to other people. Now, one thing in the book that I enjoyed is you talked about getting unstuck. Linda, if you can kind of go more into detail on getting unstuck and kind of the patterns that we can see in many different relationships that we have.
Well, one of the ways to get unstuck is to note if you're avoiding dealing with something that really needs attention. Because sometimes people are so anger phobic and so conflict phobic that they keep sweeping things under the rug. They do not go away. They take. Sometimes you'll forget the details about what bothered you, but we always are encouraging people to check in with each other regularly, check in with themselves and check in with each other, and keep it clean. Keep it cleaned up. Don't leave the dirty dishes in the sink.
I like that.
I like that too. Charlie, what about when it comes to managing moods? You know, I'm always in a great mood. Shay will tell you that. Well, what about for those other folks out there or that other person, if she is not in a good mood, how do we manage that? And is it our job to try to change that, or should she or he or she do that themselves?
Well, I know what I think is true, which is that it's my job to make sure that she's always happy. And that, it's not just because I love her, it's because when she's unhappy, then I'm unhappy. So that's a myth that we really need to be responsible for the other person feels. And when they don't feel the way we would like them to, it's our job to, quote, fix them. Well, you may know, and some of your listeners may know, what it feels like when somebody comes at you trying to fix you. it doesn't feel real good.
So true.
Because what it implies when somebody's trying to fix you is that there's something broken
wrong.
in you, and they are, fortunately for you, they're in a position to really help you. So you should be grateful. Well, that is not a good start to a conversation when there's a mood problem.
The Blooms, and this is their 4th book, by the way. So experts here.
All right. Linda, Charlie, thank you very much. Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Happy
Good to see you both.
Valentine's Day to you too.
All right.
All right. CBS's